Hey, what's up everybody? So this is part 2 of dyeing your hair from blonde back to dark again. I did a video not too long ago about how to dye your hair from blonde back to dark. And there's a ton of questions and comments, so I'm gonna do part 2 of that video. So today I have 2 sections of hair, both blonde, both the same tone, both human hair. And I'm gonna show you what happens when you fill your hair and then color it, filling it the right way, and how doing it the wrong way looks. So I'm going to fill in this extension with a 6 CR, this one right here, from Shades EQ. And why am I going to do that? Because if anyone who is this blonde is originally, or you were really dark before, you know that it took some time. So you went through the red phases and the orangey phases and yellow phases. We need to put those missing pigments back into the hair again. For those of you who are skeptical and you don't believe me, I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison of what happens when you do it the right way and when you do it the wrong way. So give me a second, I'm gonna mix up the color and I'll be right back. All right guys, so I have the 2 strands of hair right here. This is obviously my 6 CR and this is just my 3N over the top. So as you can see, this is pretty warm, a lot of red, a lot of copper in there. Okay, if you're doing this at home, don't get scared because you are going dark. So don't worry, you're gonna be putting color over top of this. This one, if you can see, is actually getting a little greenish already. So this is gonna be an issue. I'm gonna show you guys how to fix this once we wash it out and dry it. I can show you the tone, what to do if this is actually you and this happened to you. So don't get scared. You can always fix color. It's not like a haircut where once you cut 4 inches off, or you only wanted 2 inches off, you got to wait for that 2 inches to grow back. So another thing I wanted to touch on is a lot of questions and comments in my other video that you can see right here was directed towards what kind of color they should use. I like to use a semi or a demi-permanent when I'm filling. So I use Shades EQ in this one. There's no need for a permanent color. If you are going to use a permanent color, 5 volume is plenty just to fill it in. I did use a 10 volume when I put the 3 on the top of the other section of hair. Another thing that filling your hair will do for you, it will help your hair from fading. So just know if you put a filler in and then you put the color over top of it, you're going to almost fill in that missing porosity in the hair as well. So it's in a better condition to accept the other color molecules. Now, when you just throw color on top of it like this, you're gonna have some gaps in porosity. You're gonna see that, and when I painted it, I saturated the hair. You're gonna see throughout the hair when I rinse it out and dry it, where it's a little spotty, as opposed to when I'm completely done with this particular section of hair, how it looks in terms of consistency of the color from the full hair strand, because we filled it first. So guys, I have about 10 minutes left for these colors to process. So I'll be right back with some finished results for you. Well, halfway results. All right, so I am back. Here is my 6 CR, and here is my 3N without filling. So if you can see, it's like a little spotty. It's a little muddy, right? It's not the prettiest of browns. And this is what you're left with after you fill the color. Don't get scared. A lot of you at home are gonna do this and flip out because your hair is bright orange. This is only the first step. You still have one more step you have to do to get the dark brown. Now this color isn't the prettiest. Obviously, I just showed you. Here's a close-up of the color in a picture. So all I'm doing now is taking that same color, that same 3N, and just doing the final coat of color on top of this section of hair. You want to make sure when you're home, you're truly saturating your hair. And I feel that, after you're done filling it, you should dry your hair all the way and then add the color on there, just to get rid of any extra water you could have in here, which may dilute the color. So just be sure to dry it, 100%, and then put your final color on. And then we'll be back with the final results. All right, so we're all set. We did both sections of hair. Here is the section we filled, and here's the section that we just put color on. So let's take an up close look at the one we filled. So as you can see, It looks a little more even, it's a little shinier, a little healthier. All that copper and all those red tones are all out of the hair. So those of you people out there who filled your hair and now you get nervous before you start step 2, just know that all that orange and red covers over completely. And then here is the section we just threw color on. And it doesn't actually look as bad as I thought. I'm not sure if you can see like the little hint of like green in there, okay? It's just not as pretty or shiny, and it looks a little more splotchy. Reason being is, like I said before, because you didn't fill the hair, a lot of that filler and that semi-permanent fills in the porosity of the hair, so it helps absorb and take the color a little better. So here's a side-by-side look. They look almost the same, not that different. It's just one has that little tint of green in it and one's pretty neutral and dark. So just to recap, I used a 6 CR from Shades EQ to fill, and then a 3N for Magicolor. And then on this particular section, I just threw on a 3N right over the top of it. I will show you guys how to take out that little green tint in the next video. So if you want to click in the link below for that video, I'll have that uploaded as well for you. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a comment box below. And until next time, I'll see you later.